you think of straight-through processing, it starts with the advisor and the client, and it goes all the way out through the product sponsor and the clearing firm and the custodians, and then back to the client. So all those stakeholders, again, the advisor, the client, the broker-dealer, the OSJ, the principal supervisor, and then the clearing firm, all want to be a part of the efficiencies of straight-through processing, the transparencies that come with it, and so we have integrated all of those parties within the STP network.
The STP network at DocuPace is allowing us to do things very differently than we've ever done before. We're bringing together multiple parties that range from the product sponsor to the client, to the advisor, the back office, the compliance teams. It's again very complex, so we're taking an opportunity to bring all parties to the table, making sure that that process is as seamless and effortless as possible. What we're learning as time goes on, and it's rapidly increasing in its velocity, is that there's a great desire to take what's complex, make it simple, and make it very streamlined and quick and faster all the time.
The system to me is exactly what each one of our branches really wants, and we have a lot of branches that are sole proprietors, so even more demanding is to really see all this paperwork and have them know that they can really follow along a process from the forms to the validations, to all of the whole workflow processing, and they can either use intern staff, they could use family as staff, and not have to go through a whole retraining process and so forth. So it was really key for us. It's going to create so much time saving for the primary advisor in that relationship to not have to process paperwork in such a way.
We have a lot of younger reps who really embrace technology, and they've asked for it. It is key for them because they don't want to deal with the paper. They want to use Starting Point. They want to use the e-signature so that it is truly paperless. A lot of their clients are of a younger generation, and they don't want to deal with the paper either. They don't want to wait for the paper to get in the mail. When they're ready to do it, they want to get the documents via email, do their electronic signature, and send it back. It can be done in such a seamless and short amount of time.
With straight-through processing, I think that's really helpful for a lot of processes that have been clunky in the past. There are some products that are sold, exchange traded with our clearing firms, but we like to have an extra compliance layer involved. So straight-through processing allows that to come through supervision in the workflow and go to the brokerage side of the business so that that transaction can be placed. And I'm looking for even more automation there also with mutual fund transactions and eventually alternative investments going straight to the sponsors. That'll just be, I think, amazing for the reps and customers.
Now we're evolving to doing that new account, that STP, that straight-through processing that people keep talking about, the good buzzwords, is to stop that paper unless it's absolutely required ever even coming into the building. So send it to us, push it all the way through the environment, run it all the way through our compliance review, through an OSJ in the field review, to our permanent storage and our records, and then not only move the documents through the environment, but also move all the data that's in all the fields that somebody filled out within the document through our environment so we can run it through our analytics that we've got, run it through our compliance tools that we have in the industry. So it's really shaping the way that we see the data and allow us to spend more time analyzing the data rather than keying it in order to try to keep our books and records intact.
The STP network connecting all of the platforms together, DocuPace has done that in a very cost-effective way. If a broker-dealer wanted to go out on the street right now and buy all of the components to put it together, it would be very costly. And what DocuPace has done is they've packaged a complete solution where you can generate your forms from the tool, you can ensure that you have the right forms with validations to reduce NIGO, you can move to e-signature, but it's flexible enough that if an advisor doesn't want, they're not quite ready to use e-signature with their client, they can simply print the kit, meet with their client, review the paperwork, come back in, scan it, send it to the trade review principal, and it's all in one process. And the ability to do that end to end is very important.